guys, it is Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video, and today I got what if Goku was born with Super Saiyan 4. And the second part, or the first part to what if Deku had Haki will be out pretty soon, and it's just taking a little long due to the editing process, but it will be out shortly. But without further ado, let's actually begin this what if scenario. So, how I think this will actually start is Goku being born. He would have a very special ability that no ordinary mortal should ever have or would ever have. And this is like a 1 in a billionth chance of ever happening in every generation. And Goku is the lucky one. In this generation, Goku was able to have this two specific abilities, actually. He has two very specific abilities. One is infinite or unlimited stamina, and two is endurance, infinite endurance. Yes, he has those two very, wait, did I say, yeah, infinite stamina and infinite durability, or endurance. That is Goku's, well, blessed power that he so possesses. And you're probably wondering why I'm giving Goku such a thing. And to be honest, the reason why I will give Goku infinite stamina and infinite... Actually, no, let's get rid of endurance, because that just makes Goku way too broken. But Goku will have infinite stamina, just infinite stamina alone. So, the reason why I have Goku having this power is, or his ability, is because Super Saiyan 4 is a transformation, and it also relies on stamina. And if Goku doesn't have that amount of stamina and starts off at Super Saiyan 4 already, it's gonna drain him instantly. And he doesn't really have a form to go back to since he doesn't have Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2 or 3. He starts off rip at 4, so it's kind of gonna kill him if, well, he doesn't have this kind of ability. And that's basically just an excuse for me to give him such an ability to make him absolutely broken. But yeah, without further ado of all that explaining, let's actually continue. So, well, Goku has his broken ability, so yeah, like I've said before. But his mother gave birth to his child, or her child, calling the child Kakarot, just like canon. But when the Saiyan scientists came over to take the child, take it to an incubation chamber area where Saiyan children were at, and that's where they inspect their power. They just inspect Goku's power first. It's a low class power level, it's like a power level of 2, so they leave him there as they walk out to, do whatever they have to do. But as they leave, Goku instantly, well, changes. Because Goku has a unique, strange ability. And that ability is already showing as he starts to glow. As Goku kind of opens his eyes a bit. As they're not the usual black color, but they're mixed with an orangey yellowish type color that mixes with Goku's eyes. As his hair changes, as his aura goes golden, as, well, he kind of transforms. Yes, he transforms some way and somehow, and he's born with this. He's born with this unique ability, and the ability shows itself right now as he grows to the size of an adult. And I don't exactly know how tall Goku is in Super Saiyan 4, but I think it's his exact same height of 5'9". I think, but yeah, you guys can check if you would like. But we continue as Goku is born with Super Saiyan, like I've stated, and is now transforming because it's his unique ability to do so, and he's basically transforming subconsciously. Usually when he does this transformation, In GT, he basically grows to the size of an Ozaru and shrinks down and goes to the height of an adult and has fur and a tail. To be honest, I think that would actually work in this type of scenario. As Goku instantly transforms, as fur grows, as he, transforms into an Ozaru. As the scientists see this revelation, as Goku almost stomps all the other kids nearby, as his foot just barely misses other elite Saiyan warriors and mid-class Saiyans, as Goku's on a rampage, as they know it's just a child, but they have to put it down really quickly or else all these children will be harmed, and they don't even know what causes such a transformation, and they know it's because of the moon and all, but this place is very, very secluded from the moon's, light, so it's not possible for such a thing to actually happen. But right now they don't worry about that. They don't worry about that right now. And right now, they're just trying to stop Goku, and trying to cut off his tail. But as they try to cut off his tail, Goku's fur goes golden, as a weird aura surrounds Goku, as Goku roars, as the roar could be heard from the kingdom, as the king is rather confused, saying, "Are we in a battle?" It seems that the palace is shaking a whole lot. Report to me what's going on immediately. As the king got his report saying that there's a rampaging child in his Ozaru state right after. As this, was not right after Goku was born, because that's just insane. So this would have been like a year or so later. But yeah, just wanted to slide that in. But we move. As Goku is right now, stop rampaging. As he hit a few incubation chambers, but the Saiyans in there were trying to protect all the children, so they kind of those chambers that I'm talking about are also mobile, so that they can actually move. They can pick them up and move them around and stuff like that. So that's what they were doing, moving them all out of Goku's way as Goku stopped rampaging, as they're all confused, wondering what's going on. As the king also arrived, seeing that his son, as that great ape, or the Ozaru, is now looking towards his son, as he thought that, Goku was about to stomp his child, as the king charges up a blast, but Bardock comes in from behind and rugby tackles, or NFL-style tackles, Vegeta, as Bardock yells, "Stop! That's my son!" As Vegeta, or King Vegeta, looks at him saying, "Your son is about to kill mine!" As right now they're bickering, as Rinne looks at Bardock saying, "Bardock, look!" As Goku grows a golden aura as his fur changes, as his roar continues. As you know, his fur continued switching from golden to brown, back and forth, until it stayed permanent. As his power shook Planet Vegeta, as they're all confused. As Goku roars again and again, as this time Goku is shrinking, and they're confused. How is he shrinking, or why is he shrinking? But he continues to shrink as he's now standing at the height of a regular adult, as his fur turned red, as he basically had that long Super Saiyan 4 hair, like you could see in the canon. And he's basically doing that same pose, but the thing is, he's basically a man-child at this point. He's a man-child, and he's basically a child in a man's body, as he's there standing with a cool pose, but he instantly drops to the ground and starts crying, as they're all confused. They're like, "Hey, yo, what's going on? The man showed up. Where's the child?" As their only assumption, or the scientists' assumption, were that he might have transformed, and this is the final form that he was at. As Goku is crying, as Rinne could see the big differences. Goku got big ups, He's got muscles and everything. From a small, weak baby child to a cool looking man child that is totally ripped. Gine's just confused. Her son turned into a man? So is Bardock. Bardock is rather confused, but still takes him in. But King Vegeta, with his low IQ right now, thought it was some sort of contagious disease that started with Goku. As, well, he decided to exile Goku from the planet, as Bardock, well, didn't have a choice, or else he would have been executed with his wife. But they tried to trail Goku, but King Vegeta stopped them from taking off. So, yeah, this would have been a better choice. Oh, well, King Vegeta actually spared Goku's life from the impending doom that was soon to happen. As Frieza, not too far away, could sense the spike in power with his more advanced scouter. As that power went over 150 million, over 200 million, it continued to rise until it broke his scouter. As Frieza is now absolutely afraid, saying, "It's the Super Saiyan. There's no other explanation. It has to be one of those monkeys. Those monkeys might have figured out a way to transform." As Frieza clenches his fist, saying, "Damn it all. If that Saiyan monkey is able to surpass me, they might rebel. And that would cause our kingdom, our empire, to fall apart." As Frieza is now panicking for his life. And the only thing he could turn to was his daddy, bro. Okay, pause. But he turns to his old man and asks him for help, as now he was pretty frightened himself. So they prepared a whole battalion, a whole army, to start raiding the planet, as they thought the Saiyan was still there. So they wanted to raid that planet, or Planet Vegeta, just to make sure that they're all clear and that Saiyan isn't gonna come after them. But little did they know they were absolutely wrong. As, well, that's the biggest change here. Well, not really a biggest, but a bit of a slight change to how the original story would actually go. As Frieza, now frightened like his old man, starts raiding the planet and starts destroying it. As, well, it took, they waited another like 3 days or so, arriving at Planet Vegeta, starting a raid. As, the Saiyans were prepared. They tried their best to try to deal with the raid, but it was no use. They're getting absolutely brutalized, and they have no other option but to try fight back. And to be honest, their king got whooped in canon. Their king got kicked once and he died by Frieza in his base form. Okay, not really. No, it's not even his base form. That's his weakest form. The first form of Frieza kicked King Vegeta and he got killed. That's insane. So now they can't really do much. But Bardock had a plan. Bardock knew the coordinates that Goku was at, or Kakarot was at. So he decided to send Kakarot over to, well, that specific area. Well, not Kakarot, to send his wife there. Before they ran out of time, Bardock sent his wife. His wife was rather reluctant and didn't want to go without him, but Bardock forced her to, because he didn't want to lose her and his son. So Bardock, being a man, he basically let her escape. As Bardock fought back and fought the battle and lost. But he still knew that his wife, his kid, were all safe, as Rinne was covered by the explosion of Planet Vegeta. Her space pod was, well, covered, and, well, covered by the explosions, so Frieza couldn't even sense or see her, and her power level, she kind of tried to hit it as well as possible, so their scouters weren't able to pick up her energy at all. As she arrives at planet Earth, well, is heading straight towards Earth. But let's go back a bit to when Goku landed on Earth. When Goku was landing or getting near Earth, when he was just about to enter Earth's atmosphere, Kami picked up on his power level. Wait, let's go back. Not Kami, Supreme Kai picked up on his power level. And then King Kai as well. And then Kami. Those three gods picked up on Goku's power level. Well, Kami is kind of like the god of Earth, so yeah, he's considered a bit of a god. But anyway, they picked up on Goku's power level, and they sensed it was large, abnormally large. It's really massive. His power level was even scaring the Supreme Kai. So the Supreme Kai decided to deal with this matter on his own. But he watched carefully as that space pod landed, but he also was watching on another part of the universe, watching what happened to the same planet, but also noticing the fact that there was a spaceship going to the same coordinates. So, depending on who comes out of that space pod, it could be a child or a Saiyan trying to invade their planet Earth, depending on what comes out. But what comes out shocks them. It was a man, but the man came out like a child, walking like a child, or basically crawling on the ground like a child, and starts crying his eyes out. As I'm gonna ask you guys something. Do you think it would be weird for Goku, or if you were in the Dragon Ball Z universe and you saw Goku in Super Saiyan 4, but it was still Kid Goku crying like this in a man's body, how would you react? I'd say pretty shocked. Because, like, if you watch Dragon Ball, you know that Goku's absolutely goated and OP. And would be really cool at this kind of in Super Saiyan 4 as well. But he's just crying his eyes out like he's a child. As Gohan found him, Gohan is just confused. But he was about to take the child, but he kind of felt a little woozy and fell asleep or got knocked unconscious. And that was because of the Supreme Kai. Supreme Kai, well, he basically used some of his, ki or something, or a spell to put, Grandpa Gohan, to sleep. He just knocked him out. It's just, sleeping spell or sleeping powder or whatever. He used some sort of power, okay? Because he's technically a god anyway. But we move past that now, as they take Goku in, confused to see him, as they question him, saying, "So who are you? What are your intentions?" And they don't get an answer. It's like he's a total child, as Goku is a total child. As Goku is, this is his permanent form for now. Well, not really. Actually, it is kind of permanent until he knows how to go back to his base form. Since he has infinite stamina, he can't really transform back because he doesn't run out of steam. So, it's kind of a permanent form for Goku. So, yeah. Not really much I could say about that. But, yeah, soon enough... we moved past this though. But soon enough, Rinne comes and lands, near the exact same spot as Goku, just a few meters away, as she starts running throughout this bamboo forest, seeing a crashed space pod, and seeing that her son is not there, as she tries to search this whole forest, wondering where her son is, as she finds a house on top of Mount Palasu, as she basically runs in, and breaks down the door as she sees an old man there. As she yells at the old man, asking him if she's seen her child. As Grandpa Gohan basically looks at her saying, hello, a child? I haven't seen a child here. As, well, not Chi-Chi, but Rinne was about to bust out and just run and try and look for another house, but Gohan tells her to calm down and explain her story. As she does, well, Gohan kind of explains his story, saying that he did find a strange-looking man with red fur, long black hair, and he also had a tail. As Rinne then yells, That's my son! As, well, Gohan was rather shocked, as he now sees kind of the resemblance with a tail and all. But he asks, well, actually no, Rinne asks, where is he now? Have you seen him? Where'd he go? As she bombards this man with questions. But Gohan tells her that, I don't know, I was about to pick up the child, or this man of some sorts. I was about to take him in, but out of nowhere, I got knocked out and I blacked out, and soon enough I woke up at my house. I went back to the same spot, seeing the same spaceship. Now I know it wasn't a dream, but that child was gone, or that man was gone. As now Rinne is rather shocked, as she now thinks that someone kidnapped her son, kidnapped her son. As they were drinking tea, but she basically broke her cup when Gohan said he kind of lost her child. She was right now in a fit of rage, runs out the house and starts looking all over the forest again. Right now she's in distress, but Kibito, was watching while Shin was taking care of the child. Kibito basically teleports down using the Kai Kai, landing in front of her, or just appearing in front of her as she was searching frantically. Rinne looks, saying, Who are you? As she gets into a fighting stance, getting ready to fight. As she does have a rage boost right now, but she's not really the best of fighters. But Rinne looks at, Kibito, as she is right now in an angry state. As Kibito could tell, but Kibito says one word, saying, says two words, your child. As Rinne widens her eyes, saying, You know where he is, tell me right now! As Rinne was yelling this in his face, as Kibito tells her to calm down, saying, I know where your child is, but you have to come with me. As Rinne nods her head, saying, Let's go. As Rinne was about to run, Kibito grabbed her by the shoulder, as Kibito brings her in, saying, Kai Kai. As he teleports to the Supreme Kai, or the world of Supreme Kai, or his planet, or Supreme Kai's planet, landing on the planet, seeing Shin, trying to take care of the child, as, Rinne runs over and shoves Supreme Kai right out the way and starts hugging her child. As Supreme Kai was like, excuse me, that was kind of rude. But, she ignores him, ignores the fact that he even exists. And, Shin was kind of hurt by that, but, what's he gonna do about it anyway? So, he basically just watches as this all go down. As, this is more of the past for Goku, but, yeah, hopefully this part hopefully I did a good job for this part. But we continue, as Rinne is now with Goku, is now hugging Goku tightly, and telling Goku that everything will be alright. As Rinne cries out, saying, I hope your father is still alright. But in her heart, she knows that Bardock has passed away during battle. But Goku smiles and gives, not Chi-Chi, but Rinne a hug, And it's kind of a strange feeling for Rinne, seeing her child Goku looking like a grown man already. She kinds of find, oh, whoa, chill. She kinds of find, oh, what? I can't say it right. She kind of, what? Yo, chillax, bro, I'm starting so hard. Um, yo, chill, bro. She finds this kind of, there it is. That's what I was trying to say. I can't believe it was that hard. Um, she finds this kind of weird, seeing her child at this age already, but either way smiles, holding her child in her arms, as Goku could feel her motherly love, as he is now at peace, as he stops crying and just hugs his mother. But I think that's a good spot to leave it off. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you enjoyed the approach that I actually did for this part. But don't worry, I'll be continuing this. But make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on, well, any of my new uploads. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next What If scenario. Peace.